Dropping this Tuesday.
Gee.
Yeah. That was
We got
produced. Let me say that was produced by my boy Jai Lee. He's in the crowd right here
Oh
with the
yeah,
flame
orange hair,
with the flame
Jackie.
hair, orange hair. Yes, sir.
Let's go. Hi guys, well welcome to Artifact Creative Spaces. This is a celebration of two incredibly talented artists, like many hats in one. Illa Orbis and Joanne. And I'm also joined by my co-host Cass. Cass, how you doing?
Guess who's sipping on some Technicolor?
Illa, Joanne, hi! How you doing?
Hello there. I'm doing fine. A little loopy, but doing great.
Yeah, same. I'm here, vibing, feeling all the love.
These guys
What's
have
up?
not slept. They have been working day, night, everything in between on this incredible drop. And it's not just a drop, there's so many different elements involved on this that it's hard to believe that only two people worked on this. So I don't even know where to begin. How did the idea even come about, guys? What inspired you to begin working on this?
Joanne, you want to respond to that?
I think like collaborating is something I always want to do with other creatives, and I mean with Illa, I've always wanted to collaborate. And ceramics is something I was doing full time for a while, and when I saw or when I was learning about like crypto and NFTs over like Illa's shoulder like a few years ago, and that's when he like first picked up like animation and all that, I was like curious, and that's when I picked up Blender as well. And my first steps into like the digital like Web3 world were very like timid steps because I felt kind of out of touch with digital like mediums. I had like some experience in my past working with certain programs and things, but 3D was just a whole nother thing. And I was really timid about it. But then I decided to switch up my mindset and think like, okay, instead of thinking where do I fit in, why don't I figure out what I can bring to the space with what I have? And I was like, how do I bring ceramics, which is the complete opposite of digital anything, which is it's a completely tangible physical object, and everything is about its tangibility. So it's like, how do I incorporate that into the digital world? And that's been just the biggest question on my mind. And I've always wanted to do like a physical digital drop, just didn't really know how to get there yet. But I had been sitting on this model that I made of the cup that you see for this drop. That was like, once I learned some modeling, I was able to reproduce one of my best sellers. And I figured, okay, like I could probably do something with this in the future. And then like fast forward like years and years later, like just talking to Illa again, I figured like, hey, we should definitely collab because I think we can make something come of it for sure. And so it was like just an idea and something we would mention here and there. And then I guess one day we were like, let's do it, like, because why not? So that's kind of how it all started.
We love a good why not. It makes all the best things happen. Illa, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, she pretty much like said everything. She approached me with the idea. She already got her like business going on with ceramics, doing pop ups and stuff, and I'm like venturing into a whole new world of 3D coming from the music side of things, and I got this crazy looking avatar. I'm like going just like super inspired, and like the same amount of like passion and drive and like fire that I felt when I first started getting into music. Like I started feeling that again with 3D, and that kind of just like propels me into like being super experimental, like not really caring where I'm going with it, and just like kind of venturing off into like the abyss and just like making mistakes, learning, and then growing. And it just felt like, yeah, like like collabing with a ceramic artist who also does like digital art. I mean, she did like all the flyers for the like all the event flyers, all the manga pages. Like I helped with the renders, and then she went crazy with like the design and the styles of them. Um, but yeah, it's like two different worlds, right? Like the physical and the digital side, because I'm predominantly digital, I would say. And yeah, it was pretty cool like idea at first, and we attempted it to we attempted to like build on it. We bought the Hyperfy space, and we started building the model, and it kind of just like dwindled out because we were just like it it wasn't really like aligning with what we wanted to do, and then it kind of just died out. And then like she said, it just like came up out of nowhere, and then we just out of nowhere just had all this like immense amount of energy of just like let's just like finish this out and like see this through like to the end. And yeah, lots of sleepless nights, a lot of early mornings, just literally like just building the world out, building animations, coming up with the designs for the flyers. And yeah, it just feels like this nonstop, just like I don't know how to explain it, just like this nonstop like uh motion, this like journey that just kind of just it feels like it just began today in a way, because like the world is seeing it. But yeah, it's just it's an interesting like feeling to see it out and people responding to it. It's just it's a great vibe.
Bro, I gotta say, y'all leveled up throughout this process, because man, this is so professional.
Man.
Yeah, every bit of it, dude. I'm telling you,
Thank
like,
you.
there's just I feel like I even missed posts where I'm like looking back, I'm like, damn, I didn't even see that one. I'm like, where did he like? When did
Nah,
he
man,
do
it's a
this
lot.
one? Like,
It's a
dude.
lot of stuff. We actually like made enough. We were trying to like roll this out early last week. So we felt like we had enough content and videos and flyers and stuff um to post like starting Monday last week, but we didn't start posting until like this week. So it was just like a lot of stuff jam packed in, and then we were just kind of like, dang, this is a lot of stuff. Like, let's just save. We got more stuff next week because we're like we're not trying to like bombard everybody and like
I
you
know. I
know.
was like, dude, this content is like quality grade A content. I'm like, and we're pushing it like sometimes multiple like in a day, and I'm like, dang, like
I hope we're not
I would
annoying. I hope we're not
I
annoying you
want to
guys on your
give like
timeline.
each
Seriously.
one its time to shine, but at the same time, like you got to get the ball rolling, and like the space just moves so quick, and so that's how it goes, I suppose.
Nah,
That's
I love
actually a
it.
good topic to touch on. Sorry, guys. I want to go into the marketing aspect of it. Do you either of you have any background in advertising, marketing, and stuff like that?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I only have as much experience as I do like having marketed for my own like pottery. And like whatever I did on socials for that. And it wasn't extensive. It was honestly all like trial and error, because that was the first for me, like learning how to do a business for myself and then how to market and all that. And I know there's like tons of resources out there to learn how to do it. But it was like baby steps for me. So I just like with that background, and then also just like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like when you're in a creative groove or you like get that lightning of inspiration, like sometimes it just works out. Like I don't know what it is, but learning about how to push things and definitely like making sure there's a momentum. Like I think I was always on the consumer end of marketing, and so it's like when you see like repetitive marketing or just, you know, repeated imagery or this and that, like news and stuff, like you don't really think much about it, like that you're consuming all of this. But on the other end, there's like so much preparation that goes into all that repetition of information and imagery and just associations they're trying to make. And so this was definitely like my most extensive like experience, just trying to like keep a momentum going. But it was pretty incredible to see just the quality of like kind of content that we were able to put out in such short notice, I guess, you know.
Oh, and shout out to Artifact creators and Franco and everyone. It's crazy to have a landing page on the site and to actually see all the content that we was like creating for the past like few months in one space, because that was like the first time we ever saw like all the videos and some like just like the press kit that we typed out. Like we had a few meetings where we're just kind of just talking about what the ethos is and just what are we trying to accomplish. And it was just crazy to see all that information and all those visuals in one place. And it was just like, damn, like this looks extremely cohesive. This is cool.
I know, and the
It's cool to
website
see.
looks so good. Like and it was put together so quickly. I was like so just grateful and blown away and like honored to be featured on Artifact Creators like website.
Yeah.
And so thank you so much for that. Really appreciate you guys over there.
No, you guys are pushing the boundaries. I think that's the best part. Like nobody's really working as hard as I feel like when I see what some of you guys are doing in the space, and it's just crazy to see. We gotta help where we can. This is definitely the future. It's just all you independent artists and creators that are able to make things happen for yourself. And yeah, I'm just proud, man. Illa, we've been talking for too long, and so it's like seeing you go from like no 3D animation skills to now you got like all these cute little chibis running around. Like I think my favorite one is this like rotating cup one, because it's just like literally like a commercial in my opinion. I could see it anywhere on anything, and it's just so sick.
Man, thank you. Yeah, it's been a journey, man. I look at as any artist looks at their older stuff and kind of just cringe at it, just like ugh. But at the same time, it's like you appreciate the growth, you appreciate where the drive has taken you, and it has to start somewhere, and you can't be embarrassed about it as an artist. You kind of have to be vulnerable with it and accept that reality that you're in a whole new space, you're in a whole new like realm of artistry, realm of creating, and you're not going to be able to get it right away. It's just there's so many resources out there to like help you get to the level that you need to, so it's not an unattainable place to get to. So I think keeping that in the back of your head is like, all right, like I know where I'm at, I appreciate where I'm at. You just got to have like some self-respect and self-appreciation, and just like, put the content out there. Like if it wasn't NFTs and like CloneX and 3D has turned me as a creator into something that I've never been, where, because with music, I always hoarded like what I created. It's a little more, I feel like with music, it's a lot more spiritual. It's a lot more like sentimental and like, you know, you get very sensitive with that piece of art. So sometimes you just have like hundreds of things that you've created that never see the light of day. But with like this 3D stuff, it's a little more visual, and it's a little more like, all right, things could get consumed quick, and it's like you're growing, and it kind of it allowed me to just get in the habit of sharing what I'm working on in real time, compared to like music, which I'm still getting better at that. But yeah, it's just like it's a journey, man. It's like this never ending evolving thing that just keeps happening, and you just kind of ride the wave.
Beautiful. Joanne, I want to ask about the ceramics that you're going to be building, going to be creating. What is the process of that?
Yeah. So I will be making 50 of the checkered cups.
We
I
got to
will
mint out first.
be,
We got to mint out.
I'm actually thinking about just making 50 period, because that's like something we committed to, and whether we mint out or not, like, I don't know. I'm like, I committed to that number in my head, I guess, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, every one of those cups is thrown on a wheel. Um, and after, so I don't know how much you want to hear about the pottery process. I don't want to like lose people because I tend to get into it, but
Get into the
basically,
clay, Joanne. Get into
okay,
it.
Get
let's get
nerdy.
into
Get
it.
nerdy.
And if anybody wants some visuals, you can go on Hyperfy, and there's a video of Joanne, and it honestly, it is so soothing to watch. And I kind of fancy you at the same time. So sorry. I have the ghost music playing in my head. But yeah, it's so
Oh
beautiful.
man.
So tell us about that process.
Yeah, well, like so I'll throw these cups, and throwing is like the best method to make very symmetrical shapes and forms. And so, I mean, the checkered cup is like my best seller, and one that like I'm still getting a lot of requests for. Like, right, I used to do ceramics full time. That was like my business, and what I was pushing for a while. And then I kind of switched up gears and kind of dove more into the tech world and digital world. So I'm not really doing it as much right now. But you know, it's like, I think it's just such an iconic pattern that a lot of people see it and they want it. If it's like, I don't know. And for me, I guess with forms, I really love like simplistic forms, but forms that have like a really nice balance to it. So, you know, I do really enjoy like abstract forms, but I don't know why stuff that's coming out of me right now, or has been for a while, has been very like minimal, balanced, really like clean looking shapes and forms. And so, that cup shape has just been very classic. I've kept it there. I've like iterated on it just a tiny bit, maybe on like the bottom of the cup, but I hand throw all of those. And then after I throw them, I then trim the cups. And that's a process where you take like a sharp edged kind of metal tool and you pretty much like shave off layers of the clay. With the cup, let's say, like if I threw it facing up, right side up, I would trim the bottom. So I would flip the cup upside down and shave off like parts of the bottom to give that bottom the shape I want. So I can only do that after maybe like a day or two of the cups kind of drying out to the right stage. So this is like a multi-day / week process to get these done. But I'll trim them, and then once I'm done trimming, that's kind of like that final editing stage, is like trimming. And then I have to wait till they completely dry out, and we call that bone dry in ceramics. So otherwise, if they're not bone dry and I throw them in the kiln and fire them, they will explode. So I have to make sure they're completely dried out. I've definitely had my fair share of explosions, but it's always better to be safe than sorry when you're throwing things in the kiln. So that's usually like a few days, depending on the weather too. That's like a thing. And then after they're out of the first firing, is up to like a lower temperature. And it pretty much only bakes the clay up to a point where it's ready to absorb glaze that I can put on the outside. Oh, but you know
It's a
what?
science. It's a science, y'all.
Yeah, and all of this is not just like easy bake, throw it in the oven and like it's ready. I have to actually do a lot of note taking on how long I should be doing the firings, and how well the firings are, how successful they are by like how well the clay takes glazes and all of that. But anywho, Um, what was I going to say? Oh, you know, I think depending on what kind of checkered cup I'm making, I'll either paint the checkers on before the first firing, so like right on the raw clay itself, and then bake it and then glaze it on the second firing. Or sometimes with some of my checkered cups, I won't paint on anything and do the checkering with just the glaze itself. So with these ones that you guys see, I'll be actually hand painting all the checkers before the first firing. So I'll right on the raw clay itself, bake it in the kiln, and then when it comes out of that first firing, I'll glaze all of them with like a clear coat, and then it'll go back into a second firing, which is usually longer, about maybe like 9-hour firing, and then another like half day to a full day to cool down before I can open it up and take it out. So it's like it's a process for sure. And I think the longest part of that process is the checkering. I used to hand cut like tape into squares so that I could control the measurements up until the very last square. And so it was just like it was torture, honestly. I don't know why I put myself through that, but it just turns out so good in the end that I kept doing that. I was doing that for like years. But it turned out to be like my bestseller, and I would get DMs, people asking me like, how do you do your checkers? And I don't know, I kind of just didn't want to tell the secret, because I'm like, it's honestly not difficult to figure out how to do it. It's not a crazy secret, so I just didn't want to spill it. But now I've like tried to find a shortcut to make that checkering process a little bit easier. Try to cut corners where I can, but I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm still hand checkering everything. I'm still hand painting everything. So it's a long, tedious process.
It's crazy. I thought we were just like getting these from like the store, you know?
Straight from the Dollar Tree, my brother.
Oh man. Just
I
slap
was
a
just here for the
decal on
digital
there and we're
art.
good to
Damn.
go.
Yeah, man, Walmart, bro.
This is sick. No, I'm excited. I think some of these like different art forms are crazy because it just reminds me of like all the like aspects that you just have to go through and you just have to learn. Like, bruh, I'm not trying to play with explosives just because I wanted to make a vase like or a vase or whatever. But yeah, that's so crazy. This is super super sick. I'm so excited. But Joanne, what's it like going from like working with like real like clay stuff and then you get to try to do like 3D stuff where you're just almost doing the same thing but in the digital world?
I would say the only difference is that I'm not using my entire body to make this 3D object. Let me tell you, it is like so taxing on your body. Like pottery, I'm not gonna lie. Part of the reason why I'm like, dude, I don't know, when I thought about the long term, like I feel like I'm gonna get destroyed. Like my body's just like not gonna make it through. Just
Turn
like
into a shrimp.
yeah, I'm gonna turn into a croissant. Like I
Crustacean.
literally, um, I've literally had like neck injuries because there were days when I'd be like literally on my wheel from sun up to sundown trying to like pump out like custom orders and stuff. And I remember when I had one serious neck injury, I was like, oh my God, like it came out of nowhere. I thought I was good, but I was not good. Like it hit me out of nowhere. And yeah, that's probably like the biggest difference. But so much of 3D can be applied, I think. I have like a big background in art. I used to be an art major. And so, when you kind of learn about like the basics of perspective, drawing, painting, and line work, and understanding light and shadows and all that kind of stuff, like it feeds into your understanding of 3D, I think. And so Yeah, you know what's funny is like pottery was I fell into pottery only because I decided psychology was not what I wanted to do for my job. Like I did not want to be a therapist. So I was like, I'm good on that. I love the subject, it's fascinating, but I don't think I could sit there and listen to people for the rest of my life. So um I had to tap back into like my artistry. I was like dying inside because I had to create, and my background was largely in 2D at the time, like drawing and painting, and even like digitally, like Photoshop, Illustrator. But I wanted to do something new, start from the ground up, and like just work my way up and build my skills in something. And I wanted to work in 3D, and I love working with my hands. I feel like I do have a knack for it. So clay was like very random. Like that was not necessarily intentional. I just kind of picked something and went with it, but it has been like a deep, dark rabbit hole. And if any of you try it out, trust me, you'll see that hole very soon, and there's no bottom. So I fell into that hard. But I think like if I chose something digital at the time, I probably would have fallen into that hole too. I think like I wanted to like learn a new dimension, I guess. So I'd say like transitioning, it wasn't too difficult. It's just a matter of like learning how to use a new program, like a computer program like Blender, and getting used to that. But let me say, Blender is like the least intuitive program I have ever used ever. Like
Well,
the you
I'm gonna have to stop you there. You did so she she modeled all the cups that you see on all the flyers. That crazy hologram cup that's in the world. All the little like low poly versions of the cup that's in the hyperfi space. She modeled all those and she textured those and she did all that. So it's not intuitive for her, but she was able to do that though. So okay, continue.
shout out to the Blender guru who taught me the basics of the donut, and that like I was
YouTube.
like right, and I was like, okay, I think I could make my cup knowing how to do these things. And so had to make the classic checkered cup, and then it turned out so good. Like I remember showing you, Illa. I was like, dude, it looks exactly like the cups that I make.
It
But
looked exactly like it.
it looks exact. So hey, everybody, if you mint, I promise you, it'll look
It'll look just
pretty
like that.
close, pretty
Well,
darn
yeah,
close.
yeah, it's gonna look exactly like
I mean,
that.
every single one is gonna have a slight difference, and I think that's the beauty of it. But it's gonna look pretty darn close, like quality wise. I would say, yeah.
No, that's super dope. I'm excited to see it. Like, I don't think I've had anything handcrafted. I'm a Walmart cup guy. You know, I'm not used to these artisanal
But that's okay,
crafted
bro.
goods.
That's okay. I am too.
Dude, my parents, like, I have so many ceramic cups in my house, and my parents to this day still don't use any of mine. They'll still reach for that random business that, like, gave them a free mug that got laser printed on with their, like, phone number and address. Like, they'll still reach for that cup over my artisanal handmade cup where I labored over it, sprained my neck over it. Like, no, they'll still reach for it. The
Yeah,
cheap
but Joe, that
made
means
in China cup.
they don't want to ruin it. That's why.
No, it's
Right?
so true. That's actually true, because they'll like I've made these things where I'm like, I've made this for us to use every day, and I need you to use it every day so I can see how it works. Like I need you guys to be my, guinea pigs, and like see if it's durable, or like, it's good for everyday use. And they'll just put it in their like China shelf, and it'll stay on that shelf for like
It's
years.
art. I'm not gonna lie. It's when you see it in person, like it can become like a centerpiece, especially if you have like multiple. Hint, hint. If you have multiple of these cuts, it looks like art. And I personally have used one of her cups, checkered cups, as a planter because they look super sick as a planter, mainly a succulent because succulents go crazy and they don't take that much energy to like take care of. But and they also grow in like dim light. Hint, hint.
Like
Planter could
Illa
be a
lives
cool
in a
idea.
cave pretty much, and they
Snake plants
survive.
work. Snake
Nah,
plants survive in the dark.
that's super dope.
Sansevieria.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. As you were saying that, I was already thinking, I'm like, bro, I could use this as a planter because like I don't have any I don't have any big plants, but little succulents. This man knows for these dimly lit places. I love
Yeah,
it.
you gotta find the plants that survive in those caves where you're just like working nonstop. And sometimes you don't want to have the sun just beam into your face. In the morning time, yeah. But I think me personally speaking, like I like to have, I just like to zone in darkness. Um, and plants tend to die if they don't get light. So they need that chlorophyll, and they don't get that from darkness. So, you know, except for succulents, sansevierias mainly.
It's demon hours, all hours for Illa.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Seriously.
Yeah. And I was going to say they're multifunctional. Like, if you really deep it, you could use this for many different things, like a pen holder. Come on, guys. For the artists out there, pen holders. But if you want a cup tester, you really should have reached out to Cass, because this guy has like 12 cups of coffee a day. No
Oh
one
my
better
goodness.
to test it.
Nah, I've cut back. I've cut back to about like maybe 1 to 2 espressos every like other day ish,
That's
depending.
better than me.
Yeah. Hey, but somehow you gotta push through. I gotta figure out how, because look, y'all, Illa at one point showed this Hyperfly world to us, and he said, "What do you guys think?" And I was like, "Bro, this shit is crazy." And I gave like maybe 2 sentences of like, "It'd be cool if you'd added this or did this." And this man went and took it to a whole nother level to where now it's like this crazy, just 100% different than what I saw almost, but better in every way. And so it's like, yeah, you had to be drinking all the coffee in the world that night to really crank that out.
I did, but also shout out you for because I always appreciate like feedback. I always appreciate uh things that I don't think about, even though like if it's gonna like take up more time and energy to do it. Um, like maybe my first reaction might be like, "Damn, I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna take this, this, that. I got to redo this." But then like the more you think about it, it's like but it's like deep down inside, it's like it'll take it to that next level. And you definitely gave some crazy suggestions, like the whole raceway, like people being able to drive around the track. It just added a little bit more gamification to the space, and people spawn in the gallery, but it's a bigger world than just a gallery. You can just walk around, check out the city, see the logos, see some flyers, see the manga. There's like some hidden music in the back. There's actually like a teaser trailer for something I'm about to post in the next couple of days. But it's just like super immersive, and like we just wanted to max out what we can do with the amount of memory and space that we had uh, without like it crashing everyone's computer. But yeah, so shout out to you, Cass. Thank you for your suggestions and insight.
Nah, bro, you just opened up a whole new world for yourself as like a world builder. Like, I didn't even know that was a skill you had, but you just did it, and I was like, damn, this man is he's just built different.
It kind of thank you. It kind of came together with it kind of just aligned with 3D. I think I think a lot of the animations that I make, I put a lot of time into the environment, and it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of like a love hate thing, because it's like the way I see it is like, all right, movies, right? Some of your favorite movies, they spend so much money on the environment, the location, right? There's location scouts. They spend money on people trying to find the locations just to shoot a 5 to 10 second clip in that one location. So it's like the cool thing with 3D is like I don't have to spend money on a location agent or location scout. I don't have to spend money on renting that location. I could just build it. So it's like let me put the time in, because time is money. So I'm saving money. Might as well put the time in, and create these environments, even if it is for like a, I don't know, 5-second moment. But it's like that one moment that's just like, damn, that was dope. Let me go back and look at it again. But yeah, man, I think that me treating like animation and seeing it that way, and there's like so much to animation that I'm still learning. Like I feel like I'm like so early to it, seeing like where I want to be at. I'm like, damn, I'm like so far away. But I'm not like dismissing like the fact that I've put in time and energy into it to get to where I'm at. Um, but I think putting like energy into creating these environments helped me build this world with the help of Joanne and her ideas and like her design skills and the alignment with things. I'll put the logo over here. She's like, I think the logo would look better over there. I'm like, nah. And then she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, actually, you're right. Like that actually does look better over there. So, it's definitely like a huge collaborative effort to make the world what it is. Like if it was just me, it wouldn't have looked this crazy. So it definitely takes, you know, just it's better with like multiple people involved. More brains is better than one, kind of thing.
And it's definitely like not like the smoothest process, if I'm being perfectly honest, because like I feel like, I mean, we said this earlier to you guys, we said this earlier to you guys, but I feel like collaboration is oftentimes like glamorized, and like people think it's like such a cool thing, and it sounds really nice and pretty, but it can be really gritty, I think. And a lot of times, like a lot more than not, I think there's times where you have to compromise, and times where you like butt heads about things, and then you just have to like step away from it for a second, and then get some perspective and come back. And especially if you're like working with someone so closely, like you have to compromise. And I think what always helps me when it comes to like kind of, well, especially with like something like the Hyperfly world, like oh my gosh, I think ever since I started, I love games. Like ever since I was a child, I was so into games of all kinds and forms, like board games to card games to like computer, console, everything. I love games because of like the world you get immersed in, or just like the immersiveness of it. And when I found out, we were like trying to decide whether we should do our world or like our little launch kind of event in what was the other one, on Cyber, or and then Illa told me about Hyperfy. We checked out Hyperfy and I was like, oh my god, we got to do Hyperfy, because like there's all these things you can do in there. You can gamify this place. I was like, what, you can add HP, like combat, whatever. You can add like NPCs in there. I was like, and you can write scripts for your NPCs. I was like losing it. Like I had already wanted to make like a horror game, like ever since I started watching like streamers play horror games. I just kind of imagined like I would love to build something like that one day, or just like a game in general, like a universe like that. And then I think my desires around that, and then seeing what Hyperfly could be capable of, and then like seeing this project as an opportunity. I think my personal desires were largely like, let's make this place like crazy. So our first model, I remember I wanted to like put an NFT in there, or not NPC, I'm sorry, NPC in there, and I like wrote a little script for it, with the help of ChatGPT, and Illa was like, I don't think we should put that in there. And I was like, just let me keep it in there while we're building around it, and then we can take her out later. Like I just think it's so cool. You could go up to this thing and like interact with it. But yeah, even with this, like the world we have right now, there was a lot of like back and forth, and should we do this? Should we not? Should we take this out and keep this? What's like, and at the end of the day, it comes down to like, what is the goal and what's the purpose of like this space, and is this decision best serving that? And or does it have more to do with my personal kind of what I would want to see through? So yeah, it was a great, like, that's what I think love about collaboration. I don't even want to say I dislike it, because I feel like it's such a natural part of it, is like, butting heads and compromising. I don't know what it is about that, but I like enjoy it to a certain extent. I know it's like, it is draining, but I think when you see like you're working within limitations, and like you're also working with someone else and their energies, like I feel like if you're able to navigate together, the ending result is like always just so mind blowing. So it's definitely it wasn't an easy process, but it was totally worth it, I think.
I mean, the end product speaks volumes. You guys work greatly together, both incredibly talented. I'm really enjoying the Hyperfy space, though I am stuck on a motorbike. How do I...
Ah, that was you.
How do
You
I
were the one blocking out the road, bro.
Oh
I was trying to
no!
get the bike.
See,
Help me!
I got you. I'm a respawn it right now, because
Thank you.
even though like it looks crazy, there's definitely a little bit of dinks in there. It's just like the ending part of that road is like very steep, and I didn't realize that sometimes. That's why I put some cones. I put some hazardous cones so you can like watch out.
Oh, is that what they're for?
Yes, so you don't get stuck.
Okay, but Ella, I think this is a skill issue. It's not your side, it's my side. My driving is terrible. So, oh my god, Joe, you're sitting on me.
Yeah, I can also hop into your bike, and you can do all the driving, and I'll just enjoy the ride.
Oh, baby.
Hey, while they're driving around the city, I was gonna say, while they're driving around the city, if anybody wants to jump up and give some flowers, be excited about their new mugs that they just bought. If you want to come up and vibe, just feel free to request.
First of all, shout out to everyone reposting, liking, engaging, just saying anything, just responding, or just even just looking at it. Scrolling through the timeline, seeing all this meme coin energy. It's a lot of shit going on, and then you just stop and you just see some cool shit on your timeline, like these cups, and then you're just like, hold on, let me just pause, and you keep scrolling. I appreciate that pause. I appreciate everyone who's been buying these cups and sharing it, and yeah, we spent like months and just brainstorming, building, creating, and like clashing, and just like it just turned into this like crazy, like, okay, we're finally at this like finish line. It's like and we already feel like, damn, this is like, we feel accomplished, because this is like, it was just such a smooth rollout, and with the help of you guys, like artifact creators, the community pushing it, and it's just like, it's such an amazing feeling. It definitely like that fuels us just as much as people buying these cups. So we just want to say thank you, and we appreciate everyone who's been engaging with it. So yeah, super grateful.
Oh man,
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I was saying,
I'm gonna cry.
We sipping on the sad happy stuff.
I'm sipping on the light, not the dark.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm sipping on that Technicolor.
I love it, man. Okay, we got Tevi up here first, then we're gonna go to Alien on Chains and Anya. Tevi, what's going on?
Yo, it's that time of the day. Find a conference room. Actually, I found a phone booth today, so it's like soundproof, so I don't disturb anybody else. And I can come up here and give my flowers to Joanne and Ella. It's kind of funny because last year when I was in Cali and I met both of them for the first time, Joanne was kind of talking about, collaboration and what they were going to work on and some ideas and things like that. And I had no idea that a year, 6 to 8, 9 months later, this is what was going to pop out. So I got to say, man, thank you, first of all, for breaking up my timeline from all the shit coins. and all the shills and everything, all that nonsense. Shout out to everybody else who's doing it and making a bag off of that. But it was
I'm
definitely
salty.
nice.
I missed out, but my bad. Not to cut you off.
No, but it was actually nice to, because I was scrolling through the timeline. I'm like, okay, I don't care about this, don't care about this, don't care about this. And then I saw the cup and I was like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, all right, well, let me try to figure it out. And I saw like all of the little page pictures that you guys did, renders that you guys did. I'm like, first of all, how did I not know about this? Second of all, where's all this coming from? And third, is there going to be a physical? And sure enough, there was going to be a physical. But anyways, few things besides the fact that you two are amazing and this project is just kind of blowing my mind. One, I had no idea that pottery was that intense. So, man, neck injuries as a result of this thing. I'm like, not feeling like you're not going to make it. Okay, man, maybe this is not long term. Keep with the digital, possibly. Second of all, the explosions that you mentioned, I feel like we need a video of that. I feel like every cup should come with a video of
At least one.
At least one being sacrificed,
at least one.
Right? Like
I need Illa to be my cameraman for that though.
So,
all right, no explosions, no explosions.
Nah, we need an explosion. We at least need one explosion as part of your marketing campaign here. And then the last one is I'm definitely going to be using the cup. So I was wondering if there was a warranty on them in case, like what's the usage warranty? Like, I feel like I'm going to use it probably every day for water, drinks, cereals, pens, you name it, all the above.
You doing it all at once, bro?
I mean, back to back, maybe one day for one, the other day for the other. No, but all joking aside,
I think the question is, are you a clumsy fella?
No, I'm not. I'm
oh, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. It'll last for years.
Nah, but all joking aside, I think you guys crushed it. The launch videos, the campaign ahead of it, the cup design itself, even like the fact that the process, explaining the process of like how you're checkering the cups and how they're essentially one of ones, right? Like, I think it would be super easy to believe that, yeah, these are kind of like just ordered and slapped on and moved on, but like the time, effort, love that goes into each one, I think it's going to make these pieces like super super collectible and just something that will resonate with whoever is collecting these. I got one, obviously, because it looks amazing and I need it in my life. But just wanted to say thank you for putting your art out there and blessing the timeline with cool stuff beyond shitcoins. Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that is like the most, like, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for all the kind words. Like, Zam, that's like what makes me like motivated to create on the wheel, despite the neck injuries. But yeah, I mean, warranty wise, just to like touch that, if any of your cups arrive broken, I will happily replace them. And for whatever reason, wear and tear, like, just shoot me a message and I'm happy to speak to you and figure out what we can do from there. So yeah, like, don't feel like if something happens to it that's the end of the world. But yeah, thank you so much. Like, it really, like, I don't know, I think you really spoke like so empathetically, like, because it really is a labor of love, and sometimes you wonder like if people really do, no, I don't expect anybody to understand like what goes behind that, but really appreciate you saying all those things and like even going as far to supporting us and actually purchasing one. And so yeah, thank you so much. And Tevi, like, when I got to meet Tevi, I think it was like, was it SneakerCon that we met?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he's just like the sweetest, like, coolest, like, really intelligent, well-spoken person. And I was like, it was, that weekend was such an awesome time. I had a blast meeting like so many people I only know the Twitter handles of, and then getting to put like the faces to those handles. And just seeing that they're actually just such cool people was like amazing. And Tubby was like definitely one of them. So thank you so much.
That is so nice of you to say. I was half joking about the warranty, by the way, but I'm relieved. And it's like, so that's a win. I love that. No.
Yeah, definitely let me know if anything happens to that cup. Like, I'm more than happy to like figure something out.
I definitely will. But yeah, I am excited for it.
I feel like he's just gonna throw the cup straight to the ground and be like, yeah.
Nah, he's gonna do that with the faked one. He's gonna make his
right.
own to fake
yeah,
it.
He's gonna get that extra joint. Yeah, man. I know what you're trying to do, man.
I might ask my son to make one. Like, just take a random cup, drop it, and like send you guys a picture of like the broken cup, and be like, "Yeah, it's broken. Can I get another one?" So I have like now like every 6 months get a separate one and build up my collection.
He figured it out.
But anyways.
But hey, we got aliens on chains. He up on stage.
I didn't get rugged this time. We're good. Thank gosh. All right, I just wanted to give some flowers to Illa. And actually, I'm so sorry. What is it Joe? Or actually, wait. It is Joe. Yes. Sorry. I just wanted to give some flowers to the two of you. Beautiful rollout. Amazing work. Love the combination of the real world work with the 3D and the renders. Just, yeah, so stoked. Illa, I just want to say I hope you're using some bridge assets, as you mentioned, about building out environments speedily. Hope all my clones know about bridge.
Nah, man,
as far as free assets.
Please do tell.
There's
a lot of people in here that might find that useful.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, they will. Oh, free assets for everything, all 3D, all amazingly, all 3D. Sorry, photogrammetry. But yeah, bridge is where it's at. Yeah. Sorry, I get really excited about this shit. What is it? Sorry, what's the company that made bridge? I'm just pulling up the software. Quixel. Yeah, sorry, Quixel Bridge. Basically, every clone is going to want to have Quixel Bridge, all free, all open source, all connected with Unreal, plug in, Unreal 5. You just basically, literally, oh, boys, guys, oh my gosh, you guys, you'll be able to make environments like, snap of the finger. It's just literally import from Bridge, like photogrammetry. Guys, come on, Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, no, we love it. Oh man. Okay, quick. Is that with a Q? I'm writing it down right now.
Yeah, Quixel Bridge. Yeah, Quixel QUIXEL, and then just Bridge. BRIDGE. They've got a few softwares actually, what else do they have? But yeah, all free stuff. They've got metahumans ready for you guys in there. They've got multiple collections in vegetation, environments. They've got all of these Alice's. Also, I hope every single one of you are collecting your free assets every month from Unreal Engine Epic Games. Every month. I hope
you hear that,
guys
Cass?
are getting those free drops, every one of you. And I hope Cass, the Artifact creators, actually start maybe letting these people know about all this, like the little niche things of Unreal that are all free.
Caspar already knows about it.
Yeah, I'm hoarding all the free assets so I can sell them to you guys.
So Blender, Houdini, and Unreal. Houdini also you can get going with for free, guys, by the way. Much more complicated, much harder to learn. Oh my gosh. But if you're interested in proceduralism and world building, Illa, since you're interested in world building, uphill battle, but Houdini's where it's at. The game connection or the game building, the world building game assets that they have built out, because basically Houdini and Blender both won and both got Epic grants, like the Epic Games grants back in the day, like got $1 million each just to build out stuff specifically for Unreal Engine. Cut me off if I'm talking too much, guys, by the way. Just let me know if I'm...
Illa, you said you got to learn Unreal Engine. This is what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. Quixel Labs, and right after this, this whole like project really took up like I told Cass, like, I've been trying to learn Unreal Engine, and that is the future, and it already is. And this whole, building this Hyperfire world and creating these animations and all these little ads and like renders and stuff definitely took up the amount of time that I wanted to put into Unreal. But now that this is out in the world, I can start slightly, pushing some of that time into Unreal. So I appreciate you,
Oh my God.
your the motivation. I love hearing like other creators get hyped up about like
Oh yeah.
just anything that that they're passionate about, because we're all creatives in here, and like, I mean, every human is an
Well, I'll let
artist.
you know. I went to school for 3D and then technical art, so I can give you the fast track to learning Unreal and all the better resources and who not to watch on YouTube and actually who
Bro,
to watch on YouTube.
hit me in the
So,
DM, bro, and
will
please,
do.
yeah, like
Will-
we can keep
All.
this conversation going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Any other clones who want to learn, just hit me up too.
That too. Thank you, man. Appreciate you
Love
coming
it.
up.
Appreciate you creating. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful.
Hey, we got Anya on here. Anya, what's going on?
Hey, I actually I popped in and then I was on my way back to my house from my dentist appointment and connected to Wi-Fi. So now I can't hear Illa. So I'm sorry. I I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to collect something like so magnificent. I'm so proud of you guys. Really like looking forward to seeing the physical. I'm just like really stoked, like seeing the collaborations of people who've been in the space like together for such a long time and making these connections and stuff is just so beautiful, and it's wonderful. I'm so excited for you guys. So and it's just I'm grateful for the opportunity to collect number 8. I got number 8. That's lucky for me, so thank you so much. And yeah, I just way to go, guys. You're amazing, and keep going. It's inspiring for not just myself, but also for so many other creators in the space to just put it out there, put their love and their hard work into the space and see what happens. It's amazing. Way to go, guys.
I just
Damn.
gotta jump in quick and say I got number 4, Anya. Just so you know.
No tradesies. Sorry, you're stuck with number 4.
Hey, V got number 1 though.
I know. That was crazy. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Got number 1.
we appreciate everyone who have supported us in any shape, form, or manner, and we appreciate you, Anya, for like letting us even use your clone for the trailer. Everyone who sent their clones to let us use for the trailer, and also I don't know if you guys saw in the fine print, but any clone who did purchase a cup is getting a custom animation. I'm going to be making like probably 3 to 5 different animations, and going to give them the option to select which one to choose from. Probably build out the environment first, and then figure out which vibe they want, and then boom, we'll figure it out. But yeah, just wanted to add an extra perk to those who support us, and add some value to the clones, because there's a lot of value to these avatars and these digital identities, and everyone who's still in this space and rocking these clones. It's gotta stick together through the FUD, through all the through all these like meme coins pumping, NFTs dropping, whatever. Like that don't matter. We got us. Kumbaya.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Anya. That was like so sweet of you to say, and like I 100% resonate with your sentiment, and I think like I don't know, I it's pretty incredible that such a community exists online, or just like through online connections. And although we haven't met everybody in person, I think it's always so mind-blowing meeting another clone or someone in the clone community like in person and realizing how awesome of a person they actually are. It's actually really incredible, and gives me some hope for the world, like it's not the people I meet every day. So grateful to although I don't have a clone of my own at the moment, like to always kind
Not
of
yet.
see. Yeah, I mean, I've had the other things, but I haven't had the opportunity to snatch a clone just yet. But yeah, I don't think there's a community quite like this out there, that's so like creatively driven and like so supportive of each other, because I feel like a lot of creative people, you know, either tend to shy away from supporting others, or are kind of shy about spreading the love. But this has been incredible, and so encouraging. So thank you so much for your support. Lucky number 8. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting the numbers under them, so we will see how that goes.
Well, I think we got number 1 coming up to speak. That's it. Now I'm thinking about like Codename Kid Next Door. I don't know if y'all are into that one, but I think V would be a pretty good number 1.
Nah.
You wasn't a Cartoon Network kid, bro. You definitely I feel like you totally were. You got that dark Cartoon
I
Network.
was a PBS kid, fam. I had
Dude,
local
I was
channels.
a PBS kid. I
I
didn't have
had
no
local
cable growing
channels,
up.
my guy. WB
Yeah,
Kids.
Channel 5.
All that.
Channel 5 and 11.
You know, the Channel 13, and it was UPN, and then UPN turned into Channel 11. It was like some weird acquired. I don't know what happened, but yeah, man, PBS Kids on this side.
Hey, Reading Rainbow.
I was gonna say Reading Rainbow.
Butterfly in the sky. Yes, we all know.
Wait, who sang that? That was you, Anya, right? Who sang that?
That's definitely Anya. You know, it's
that was
not me.
That was definitely
I was
Anya. That's why she
pretty
kept
sure
her
it's
mic
Debbie.
mute. She kept her mic mute.
It was definitely Tevye speaking to me.
Yeah, you know this. You know, I've been working on my vocal cords.
Oh, that was you, Tevye? Oh, man.
Yeah, you know, I get that. I get those pipes. You know,
Wow.
working on it.
Crazy. You're gonna have to join the Angel side.
You know what the crazy part is? Actually, I'm not even gonna say anything. There we go.
You got an Angel?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay. He's just gonna drop an animation with like 5 clones in it. You've been going in, man. Your collection going crazy.
I mean, people wanna, you know, one reason or another, want to leave super dope clones on the floor or near it. So, you know, I'm happy to help people out that want to move on. So, you know, it's a win-win-win.
That's exactly how I feel.
Sorry, can I just interrupt? And my transaction finally went through. I've been waiting all spaces. I am now number 12. Let's go, baby.
Oh, we're like shook. We're shook at the amount of people that have like actually like put like financially supported us. You know, there's any form of support is always like appreciated. Financially supporting someone like it. We're creators, we're artists. You know, we thrive on life. We thrive on interaction and just things that are not of a monetary value. But like, you know, as we get older, like that stuff does help, and it helps allow us to, you know, buy courses, buy assets, buy plugins for music and software, and just like anything that will help like transcend whatever level you're at. So that's crazy. Thank you, Anya. Thank you, Tevye. Thank you, Ferry. Thank you, Yobs, because you know, Ferry. And then thank you, Cam. Thank you, V. Thank you, Golden Age. Who else? Thank you, everybody, man. Seriously, we're hyped.
Do you know what it is? Like, first of all, just watching you grow as an artist, as a creator in this space has been phenomenal. Like, you've touched on so many different aspects of the creative industry, and you've smashed absolutely every single thing. And the way you execute everything, there's so much love and passion and like blood, sweat and tears into everything that I've just been your absolute biggest fan. And I had the pleasure of meeting both you and Joe in LA. Was it this year? Last year? Jesus Christ. Last year, and it was mind-blowing how genuine and beautiful you two are. And I would do anything in my power to help push you guys in whatever you choose to do in life. I'm getting a bit emotional. I really, really love you guys. Honestly, good luck with everything, and I'm very, very proud of you both.
Damn. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Today's such a great day. It's been like 3 to 5 months just to get to this point, and it was worth every second. Like, thank you so much. Everyone's words has been like fueling us. Like, we're literally running on fumes because we haven't slept in the past like week. Like, seriously, it sounds funny, but I'm not joking. Like, we probably had like one night worth of sleep. trying to make sure everything's like smooth. We barely like.
We're now nocturnal. Our sleep schedule.
Sleep schedule is like is messed up. It is like having lunch at like 12 a.m. It's crazy. But but thank you so much, seriously, everyone. Oh, Cam too, man. Thank you for man.
I know, Cam.
I was listening to everybody.
So
Cam. Yeah.
Are you guys going to be able to sleep tonight, or is tonight celebrations?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe like because it's like I think like today was like the big push, but we were literally just saying like right before this, like we got to keep pushing. Like it's not over yet. Like we have to keep the energy
until we mint out. We got to mint out
until we mint out. Yeah, and then until we do the next one, so gotta keep the energy until we see it through. And it's like even after this is minted out, or like we finish the first stage of this project, we have to now, for everyone who's minted, there's stage 2 where you just have to input your information in Shopify. But for me, it's like, okay, now I gotta go make these cups. I told Illa I'm recruiting you to checker those things with me. So
I'm helping out. It's crazy. I'm a ceramic artist now.
I'd like to get the Joanne checkered version, not the Illa one.
Yeah, my shit gonna look. You're gonna get the zigzag cup, bro.
Yeah, I just wanna put it out there. I like Illa's music, but I would prefer Joanne's.
You getting the one with the trapezoids and the rhombuses.
Yeah, I don't want those. I don't want that one.
Oh man!
All the geometry, bro. You're gonna get the special one.
I guess it would make it like a pretty cool, dope one of one.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Okay, maybe
exactly.
Maybe
that's our intention.
Oh man,
this is
great. It's we got to keep the energy up though. Because I feel like we got to see this through. It's not over until it's over, which means it's over when like the last package has been shipped out successfully and we're not getting any concerning emails of other things like this didn't go right, this never showed up, like, so it's not over till it's over, and every person who's minted has the cup in their hands.
And we want
to keep the energy up.
Photos. We want people to have a photo shoot with it, like different poses, handstands, any kind of thing, put some plants in it, whatever, just make, use the cup. We just want to see it. What you say, in the wild? Is that what people say?
Yeah, in the wild.
Yeah. So it's until we get to that point, we're not stopping. We're not sleeping. Oh, we're gonna sleep, but we're gonna keep grinding, and just make sure like we just keep this momentum going, because I don't think I've ever had this amount of momentum ever with anything that I've tried to push. And it's been like, it's kind of just like, dang, like you just really have to just put in the effort and, have the right people, be surrounded by the right community, be surrounded by the right people. And things do click, and it's like this kind of, this energy that reciprocates, and it's, I don't want to just, go off on a tangent, but it's, shout out to everybody.
Somebody who's guaranteed to bring good vibes is Rose Jade. Welcome on stage.
Hey, Rose.
Rose.
Hey. Since we're all getting flowers, I wanted to jump up real quick. I know you guys were winding down, but man, when like beautiful people come together to create something brilliant, I mean, it just shines. Had the pleasure of meeting both Illa and Joe at SneakerCon, and I don't know. I'm hoping to also mint the support. I think just your energy, your positivity is going to be in the cup, the physical cup as well as the digital cup, and just the thoughtfulness behind like everything that you are doing in terms of the value add. Just it's the generous side of just saying you're going to do things for clones as well. Hand painting the cup sounds so fun. Joe, I wish I could just like fly down and do a paint sesh with you. I promise I'll stay within the
Oh,
lines.
I'll
Do whatever
recruit
you
you
want.
right away. You can definitely help me paint those cups.
Actually, yeah, Rose, could come on through. We
Sounds
gonna need
like a
some. We
blast.
gonna need some extra hands making these 50 cups.
It's a short flight, so maybe I will be in touch, Joe. I'm happy to help where I can. But congratulations, not just what you had envisioned, but delivering on it, and also the marketing campaign, and like you said, keeping it up, right? The energy up, the awareness up. It takes so much effort. Just really, really proud to see it come to life and just witness it with you all.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Rose was like the first like clone I met that like this was before I met like Day After, who was the second clone I met, but like the first clone I met that actually paints. And I got to see like her artwork that she put out and is so active. I can't even keep up with Rose's like drops that she's putting out. Like I every time I open up Twitter, which is honestly not often, until I had to push this project. I'm just so bad with socials, but like anytime I am on Twitter, I see Rose like pushing another one of her paintings and then another one of her paintings and then another collection, and I'm just like,
And then those
dang, she's
paintings
just pumping out
those
paintings
paintings
like
evolve too.
right. And I love her style because I think I resonate a lot with like using colors the way she does, and how the like the emotions that she like really brings out or imbues, is that the right word, into the paintings and the color choices and stuff. So yeah, a huge fan of her work, and like every time I see it, I'm like, dang, it like reminds me of painting and it makes me miss that. So yeah, anytime you want to come down and help us out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think. Oh, I was gonna say like we haven't been able to nail down a date yet because this drop has been taking up so much time. But like we got together with some clones in like the LAOC area, and I was saying like, hey, I'll bring the clay, I'll bring the tools, you just bring yourself, and we can do some pottery together, and I'll fire all your things, and I'll source the stuff we need to make it into like a full ceramic piece. And so we did part one of that, and we still haven't been able to get around to part two just yet, which we need to get to. Now that we're done with this, I have like way more time, but or now that we've like pushed the big part of this, is like I have more time. But Rose, if you're ever in the area, I mean, let us know and we can do like a clay / like paint day, and then you can put your paint on clay, and that would be so dope.
I'm gonna paint on different mediums. I'm actually trying to do on silk like scarves and whatnot, just to kind of test out what else I could do. But that sounds like a dream come true, honestly. So yeah, I will be in your DMs. See if I can coordinate that.
Yay, yes, come through, DM me anytime.
What's happening with V? Because she's been up and then she's been down and then she's been round then around.
Mysterious
Oh my
number
god, you're
one
up
life.
here?
I blame the mustache.
Wait, I'm so confused. She's not even on stage. What sorcery is this?
Yeah, she ultra rugged.
We can hear you somehow. Hi.
V. Come up, V.
Wait, I was gonna say, could you guys hear her still or something? Because she ain't on stage for me, so I was
No.
like, yeah, I don't know if I was
Nah,
like
I don't hear her.
multitask.
I just see her clone staring at me. And she's.
That's what I'm saying.
Is,
She's not on stage, but she's speaking. Some of you can't hear her.
what?
It's like a ghost.
She's speaking?
Yeah, she's here.
What?
You're
Yeah.
kidding, right? Because I cannot hear her.
Oh no,
No, I
no,
swear.
she's gone.
V,
She's
I
gone.
can't hear her. What?
The ghost of V.
It's the V.
The ghost of V. Ghost in the V.
Ghost in the V.
All right, let's try it one more time. F to V. Are you with us? Oh man.
You guys, how about now?
Yay!
Yay!
That was wild.
V's in the house.
That's my fault for trying to join spaces from the computer for the first time ever on this important space. I'm so sorry.
What a noob.
I was saying, that's me, yeah. I was saying, like, I have been really excited for this drop, knowing and anticipating that I could get a mug because I missed out on buying the mug when I saw it in person. It's another version. It's not the Demon Vision one. I'm excited for the Demon Vision one. But more so, like, I'm just really excited to be able to support, like, two really dope people and two people that I can call like friends. I hope they feel the same. And I just know that like they are going to do so many cool and great things with the support of the people around them. And I know Hila's going to do really cool stuff. That's like a given. He pushes the limits all the time and I'm always amazed by what he puts out. I really need to know, like, importantly, as far as like where my money is going, Joe, like what clone are you looking at? That's like extremely important.
Dude, you know what's so funny is Illa's angel clone was one that I had favorited before he even saw it. And
She's
I'm
mad.
the one who pointed that out to him. And he was like, oh, let me buy that. And then one day he like pulled some crazy strings and
I gotta tell that story at some point. It was a
literally
crazy
there.
moment.
Well, you took me with you on that journey, and like it's funny because I had to sit there on the side and like cheer for you, but also be so like spiteful that like I gave her away to you. I was like, dang it, I've been wanting an angel so bad, but and I've seen every witch angel just like that I favorited go away, and like one of the ones I really wanted, I think it was Jace Bennett. He like bought it for his daughter, and I was like, no, like that's never coming back onto the market again because he bought it for
It ain't
like
never coming back.
I was like, dang, dude, that one was for sure supposed to be my forever clone, but now she's gone. And so that's been the story with a lot of the angels. I've looked at the floor recently, and it was not all that thrilling, to be honest. But I'm waiting until until one calls out to me, preferably an angel. But if not an angel yet, then we'll see. We'll see. But literally all the ones I favorited are no longer available.
That's why we gotta mint out. We gotta
Yeah,
So
mint it out so she has
I
options.
can put in an offer to Jace Bennett.
Don't feel bad. Jace bought a clone I was looking at too. It happens.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think
He probably
just
bought
takes
a clone
everyone's
that
clone.
everybody was looking at. Yeah.
Jay's got everyone's forever clone.
Dang.
Yeah.
Like the one he has right now too.
He's got good
was
taste.
Also one that I thought was like so sick. Yeah, he does have.
He
good
has
taste,
great
I have to
taste
say.
on aesthetics and like
Right.
trait combination and all that.
Definitely. Yeah, I was super jelly that Illa got that angel clone, and then oh my gosh, I remember I was in Korea like a couple years ago, and it was like before I went to Korea, I saw this other angel clone with like a little ciggy in her mouth, and she had that beret and like the pink braids, and I told Illa, dude, that one would be my clone. And then lo and behold, another Korean lady snatched up that clone, and I saw that clone's image. when I went to Korea in the Meta Z like exhibition. I like went there. I was there by myself because Illa forgot to tell me that Sunday night was the night that Benoit and everyone was meeting. And so I was like twiddling my thumbs that night in Seoul. And then I went the next day when nobody was there. And then I was like looking at all the cool things, the shoes and whatnot. And then I saw the picture of the clone that was supposed to be mine. But yeah, it's okay. It wasn't meant to be, I suppose.
Not yet.
Pro tip. So here's the thing, Joanne. Do not tell. I know V asked, right? You can tell her like off the air. Do not ever tell anybody what clone you're looking at, because that thing will just disappear.
Oh yeah, lesson learned from my closest confidant that I thought would keep it, would you know, never betray me, but no.
First of all, let me clear the smoke. Let me clear the smoke.
Scooped.
She was one out of like 50 plus clones that she favored.
Oh my god! Don't even.
Why was she at the top? Was she top 10? She, was she special like that?
I was like, did you see this one though? Look at this angel. And I even showed like my favorite history, and I had to scroll down to show you. She was like a clone I had been like eyeing for a while, but it's all good. It's all good. It wasn't meant to be.
That's not all good. That's messed up.
She's mine now. She's mine. Yeah. Hashtag get Joanna clone. Hashtag mint.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. I like Eth keeps playing with my emotions. Like Eth goes up, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. It must be like some kind of bull run. But that makes clones less and less attainable, because I think when Eth was like at least 2K lower, I was like, yeah, I think I might be able to get myself one, and then like shot up, and it's like great, but it also sucks. So yeah, I don't know. The timing is weird.
The timing is never right.
Exactly. It's never right.
We here, let me just expose Zaid Kurtzy, because he stole my forever clone, and I will never forgive him. But anyway, Cam, welcome on stage.
See, this is why you have to get you have to pay 19 ETH like 2 years ago for your forever clone, and then you're set like me. That's where you guys messed up.
Oh,
exactly. You waited too long. You waited too long.
Yeah. Yep. You guys slept on it. It's your loss now. I just wanted to come up and testify to the quality of Joanne's cups. I was lucky, her pottery in general, but I was really lucky because we stopped by her pop-up. It was like me, V, and Valeria, and we were checking out the stuff that she had there at, I forgot what the market was, but I was just talking. She had these checkered cups, and I was talking about how much I love them, blah, 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 blah. I was planning on buying one later, and then a couple weeks later, we went out to dinner, me, Illa, a bunch of clones that were in town from a couple of birthdays, mine and another friend, and she gifted me one of these checkered type prototype cups, and it's honestly the best cup ever. It's the only cup you'll ever need. I threw out all the rest of my cups, use it for water, whiskey, wine, and a house decoration. So it really is like I think what's great about this drop is you obviously get renders from Illa, sounds from Illa, but the physical product, it's a really, really luxurious piece of clay. And I think once you guys get it in hand, you'll really appreciate that. It's seriously a nice, nice cup. So just wanted to say that, and that the amount of work, you can just see like the amount of work that Illa and Joanne put into this is crazy, because like 3 days ago, Illa just posted like you're sharing these renders of all our clones holding the cup, and I was like, holy shit, you did all this. And he was like, yeah, this is just a teaser for the teaser, which is actually a full animation. I was like, fuck, you did a full animation? And then today he reveals a whole full hyperfied like 3D world that's filled with even more renders and even more animations. So the amount of like thought that's been put into this project, it really just shows. So having it be the first mint from two really dope creatives, everyone should go buy it because it's totally worth it. So get to it. That's all I got time to say. I just slip out
We gonna
of a
need
meeting
we
for
gonna need your
that.
testimonial, man, on paper, so we could just
Yeah.
like have
Post that
that.
on the
I'm gonna
website.
print it. I'm gonna staple it all around LA. That was great, man. Thank you.
Like quote you
Yeah.
for my website. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh
Well,
my god.
oop. Who did
No,
I
I
interrupt?
just wanted to say thank you. That was so kind. Like, dang. I mean, I think like I'm so happy to like gift things to people sometimes because like as there are things like where I put like blood, sweat, and tears into it, or man, this was just like a crazy prototype that just came out so nicely. And for whatever reason, like those prototypes I don't sell, I keep for myself, but then it only feels right sometimes to just gift that away instead of selling it. And I got to gift Cam one of them because I felt like the cups that I had on the table to sell that day, I just was like, like that was like parts of my inventory from like a year ago, and I just wasn't really happy with selling it to him. And so I told him just like wait for a second because I have something better. I just need to go take a look at it again. And then I was like more than happy to share that. But I think that iteration of the checkered cup was probably one of my best ones and like probably one of my favorite ones. And I think there's only like 4 of them in existence, like the one that you have. I think you have one, I have one, Illa has one, and then I think I forgot who has the other one. But yeah.
Damn, you guys heard it here first. Once this project mints out, I got the early 1 of 4 prototype. Just kidding. It's staying in the apartment forever. It's got too much utility.
Thank you so much.
Damn, I'm a little jealous now. This man he got the top spot. It's crazy.
You just gotta pull up to one of her pop-ups. It'll be random though.
I don't know how to get out the cave. I thought you understood this.
Bro, me neither.
There's just no exit.
Yeah, no, me neither. I had to pay for mine. Cam got his for free.
Can I just say it's really unfair how many perks there are for LA group, right? Yeah, a lot of people. Look in the audience, everyone's throwing up the 100. So I don't know. Maybe think about us Europeans once in a while, guys.
Come to LA.
Come to
Move to LA.
Start making some mugs.
You hear that, Yob?
Are there any final words from Illa and Joanne?
Joanne, you go first.
I just want to say, like, although I don't know as many people in this space as like Illa does, I'm truly, and that was like one of my concerns, to be honest, is like I only know so many people, and my concern was like I'm not super active in the space, not because I don't want to be, but because I just don't have the habit of being on socials. I don't know what it is. Like I think when I was like younger, I was on it way more, and then I got a bit older and I just find myself not wanting to, it's like difficult to engage on there without feeling so sucked in. And maybe it's like a mental health thing, but yeah, I'm not able to hang around especially Twitter. Like that was such an adjustment for me, trying to adjust to that platform and its format, and I feel like I'm still adjusting to it. But yeah, it was my concern because I'm like not super active in these spaces, and the times that I am able to engage are really like IRL events or times when Cam gets everybody together in LA, or just like random things. But I'm so grateful to Illa for wanting to collaborate with me, and I'm grateful to like every person here who like just off of seeing creativity and art wanting to support that. And I don't know, I just more than anything, I'm like just grateful and really blown away, even just by like verbal support, by just sharing and like comments and liking. And yeah, I mean, let alone the purchases. And I'm thrilled to get these cups to you guys. Like, I can't wait to see them come out of the kiln, and I'm gonna get Illa to help me like record
We
the
gonna get the
whole making
footage.
process. So yeah, we
Yep.
really want to show you the process. So we're gonna hopefully get some good footage of like, we already bought some materials, and we got some footage of me showing you like where I actually source these things from, and then, you know, to the actual making process, to the big kiln reveal, which is like Christmas Day every time you open that kiln, or it's like heartbreak times 100,
Doomsday.
because yeah, something didn't go right. So we can do a reveal video too for the kiln. But yeah, I'm just excited to like see this through and complete the project by finally getting like the physical item into your hands. So yeah, thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to like continue connecting with everyone here.
Hey, you summed it up. Yeah, this has been a journey. I think a lot of people who are in the space have been here since day one or close to day one, and it's been like we've seen each other grow, evolve, and we supported each other, and it's just like one of those things where it's like, you know, it's a huge monumental moment for the both of us, and everyone who has been supporting it has made today like that much better, because we was already like, we felt some type of satisfaction from like getting to this point that we actually like did it. Like, wow, we minted it, like we minted a contract on the blockchain. Like, oh shit, you know, and we did it ourselves, like with the help of like YouTube and shit. But it's just like it's a different feeling, and yeah, it's just a huge feat for us, and everyone who has supported us financially by reposting, sharing it with their friends, sharing with somebody who might be interested in supporting it financially. Like, any type of support, it goes a long way. And thank you so much. From like, it's like, it's such a huge thing for, because it's, as creatives and artists, it's kind of hard to put a price tag on your art, and it's hard to like even, you know, ask other people for that price tag. And that's like one thing that I'm trying to get better at. That's one thing that other people tell me I need to get better at, to monetize my art and my effort. And you know, it's like a decade of music going in, like working with clients, and just like I'd never really charged people for stuff. So it's like trying to get in the habit of just mixing business with art, and you know, adding value to your own. But everyone who's been supporting it has made this like journey so much easier. Artifact creators, you guys have, it's like, I can't thank you guys enough. Like, I don't think you guys, I can't put it into words. Like, it's incredible. Like, to have a community and people to support any type of movement, especially in this space, or even in like the Web 2 space. It's just difficult to find like-minded individuals who actually support you. You know, so yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. So thank you. Share it with your friends, your family, anybody who wants some dope ass shit in their kitchen, on their dining table. Put a succulent or some like a little baby pothos that you could like propagate, you know, like a month later. Something, you know, anyone that you think that would be interested in this, please share it. It'll go a long way for us. And yeah, thank you guys for, you know, showing up, showing face, and yeah, love y'all. Thank you. Oh shit! Wait, shout out Golden Age, bro. I saw that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, man. Laser eyes. I was looking at that clone. That's like the coolest Afro clone in the collection. But yeah.
So cute. So cute. I'm so proud of you guys. Well done. This is so amazing to witness. I'm really looking forward to getting my one. People, go get your mugs, bro. What are you doing? Go get your mugs.
Oh, did we mention? Wait, were
Dom
you gonna
Jordan
say?
too.
Oh, what? Dom?
Yeah, man. I saw.
Oh my
I literally
God.
just saw it. I literally just because I haven't been looking at the notifications, and oh man, we
Dude,
had 14. That's crazy.
dang, that's nuts.
Honestly, we were
Like
like, dang, this.
I didn't
We're
know
gonna give
what
this
to
like a
expect.
week or two. You know, like a week or two, and then we'll probably close it out. Like I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. But the fact that we hit 14 in hours is crazy. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Dang.
I was gonna just reiterate. I was gonna say, like, emphasize, like, by the way, free shipping. I mean, for international friends, like, unfortunately, I think the tax and duties is something that'll be calculated at checkout. So it's gonna be, just to be transparent, that cost is something you'll have to expect at the checkout. But fortunately, that's something that Shopify has, you know, incorporated into their system, is that that's not something you personally have to go and like figure out. We can figure out all those forms for you so that you can just pay it at checkout. And then shipping and handling, we've included that in that mint price. So yeah, everything that goes into that is bundled up into that price.
The fine details. Thank you so much to Ella and Joanne for coming up and sharing this beautiful journey with us. Thank you to our speakers. Thank you to everybody who listened in. Creators, if you're listening and you've got a project coming up or you have a drop coming, anything, let us know. Get in our DMs so we can do our bit to try and bring some eyes and attention to all your efforts. Please and thank you. Cass, do you have anything else, or should we send it?
Go sip on some of that Technicolor. Sheesh.
I need that soundbite ASAP.
Let's go!
Hey, new music coming out Tuesdays. So, you know, shameless promo.
I'm what they need, never die. I set you free, prophecy, it's guaranteed. I'm a supernatural entity, yeah, she's giving me a reason. Open up her mind and show her all her demons. I give her vindication, she don't want me leaving. I open up her eyes to a world, I'm a king. VIP treatment, I'm a star. Shorty back, she might eat up your heart. Bitches, all the dishes, all a car. I can't even tell these hoes apart. Yeah, I got the touch. She say I'm the plug. Head dropping 100 bands. So what? She can't get enough. Demons blowing up. Told her she can bring her friends. So what?